Since summer is coming to an end, I will be talking about my 5 top trains that I've seen this summer. With that said, let's get right into it. Number 5. MBTA Stone Train. As this is my least favorite catch, but yet interesting to see, is MBTA Stone Train. I just so happened to be at the right place at the right time as I was in Westboro seeing MBTA trains until out of nowhere a train passed by with it catching me off guard. It just so happened to be MBTA Stone Train as it was carrying ballast to drop off along the Worcester line between Southborough and Westboro. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get footage of the train, but I was able to get photos of it. Number 4. Norfolk Southern S270 ACC. This is another of those times where I just so happened to be at the right place at the right time as when I was in Worcester seeing trains. To my surprise, I caught a freight train, but in addition to that, I saw something you never really see on this train. Norfolk Southern's S270 ACCs don't usually power this train as ST60E locomotives do. This was an interesting locomotive to see as I usually never see freight trains too often. Number 3. Providence and Worcester GB38-2. On the day of July 7th, 2022, I got word on Facebook that WOGR, a freight from Worcester to Gardner, was in Holden at the time, as was the town over from me. Soon enough, I saw it with something interesting leading. Usually the locomotives that power this train are Providence and Worcester's B39-8 or B40-8W locomotives. This locomotive just so happened to be their GP38-2, which is very rare to see. Number 2. CSX's Geometry Train. I got word that CSX's Geometry Train was testing for defects on the Worcester main line. It eventually would tie down on a siding of track in Worcester near New Bond Street. I went out to see it as it had an interesting consist. Leading is GP40WH-2 number 9969, one of CSX's unique locomotives on its fleet. It was quite interesting to see in person as it was also one of the greatest catches that I've ever seen. Number 1. BNSF Fakebonnet. The day prior to seeing this, these locomotives were leading on a grain train from somewhere in the Midwest to Ayr. The next day I went to see it as it was tied down in Fitchburg's rail yard. These locomotives are interesting but very rare to see as these locomotives are never seen in this area, as they were ES44C4 number 6670 and C44-9W number 789. This catch is my favorite of all time as it is also my first time seeing BNSF locomotives. It's hard to believe that I have seen the trains that I have wanted to see this summer, as I didn't know that this was going to happen. The trains that I have seen this summer have been breathtaking, and some of them that I have never seen before. I wouldn't have seen these trains if I wasn't around for it, but I was lucky enough to catch the trains that I wanted to see. That wraps up this video for my top catches of the summer 2022. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.